Hey, what's up, guys? It's Tosh here, and today I'm doing a EV training guide for you guys, and this will help you out a lot if you're doing Elite Four or PvP. So, I will show you guys like how I trained this Gengar, because I used Gengar for this example, and I told you guys um, all the other information about how to tell what to EV train in. If you guys have questions, like I said at the end of the video, go ahead and post them down in the comments. And thanks for coming to watch. Alright, here it goes. Alright guys, so we're using Gengar as an example here for this video. And you want to notice that Gengar is Ghost and Poison. I'm going to connect that to something else later. Now, if you want to check EV yield, which is what kind of EVs a Pokemon gives you for defeating it, Gengar gives you 3 special attacks, so it shows you 3 right here out of a total of 3. Now, Pokemon like Tauros or Larvesta, they give you like mixed EVs, so check that out. Like, check out a Pokemon's EV yield before you defeat it to make sure that you're EV training right. Alright, so let's check out Gengar's stats. So, high special attack and high speed. Everything else is low. So, I would consider this Pokemon to be a glass cannon, which it deals high damage but is very fragile. Alright, so you can see the max number for special attack on regular Gengar is 394, max speed is 350. If you want to reach those max numbers, you have to have the beneficial stat for it, the max EVs for it, and the max IVs. It says so like right there. But alright, so it says 252. Why 252? Because 252 is the max amount of EVs you can gain for one stat. The max number for a Pokemon in general is 510 EVs for a Pokemon. So you would be able to max out 2 stats, 252, if you wanted to. Now the max amount of IVs on one stat is 31. And IVs are generally like genes, if you want to compare it to something. You know, they're like given to you on birth. So, since you can't breed in this game, you would have to buy Poke Improves. But if there were breeding, then you would have to breed for perfect IVs. Alright, so like I said, Gengar is Ghost and Poison. Here are the weaknesses, immunities, and resistance. Alright, so as you can see, the Ghost and Poison moves are highlighted, or not highlighted, bolded. Sorry. They're all bolded, which means they have stab boost. It says so right here. So what it means to have stab boost is it generally means if the move is the same type excuse me. Alright, so it means if the move is the same type as the user, then it will deal extra damage. For an example, Shadow Ball deals 80 damage or 80 power. You cut it in half, which is 40, and you add it, it's 120 damage in total instead of 80 because it's the same type. Same thing for Sludge Bomb. You cut it in half and it's 45, and you add it, so it's 135 damage instead of 90. That's what stab boost is. You deal more damage for having the same type as a user. Now, don't fill up like your Pokemon with the same type. Like, you don't have to do that, but it's recommended because it's stab boost. But you also want to look at your weaknesses, but I'll go more into depth with that in like a PvP video. This is mainly about EV training and IVs, I suppose. Now, if you're unsure of what EVs or nature you want to put on a Pokemon, just go ahead and go to smoggin.com. Both of these websites will be in the description, and you can search up any Pokemon and it will tell you different kind of like move sets and like EVs and nature for Pokemon. Most of them will be similar in the nature and EVs, but some people do different things, so it won't all be the same. See here, it's all like mixed up. They're for like different strategies in battle, but generally just look at the nature and the EVs. That's the most important thing. Don't worry about too much of the moveset or the items because sometimes they won't be like available in Project Pokemon, so don't look at these. Just go ahead and look at the nature and the EVs. Jeez, I can't highlight. Yeah, go ahead and look at those two. But that's it. If you guys have further questions, you can go ahead and ask me. I'll try to help you as best as I can. But I'll show you guys a comparison of EV trained and un-EV trained Pokemon. Alright guys, so I have two Gengars in my party. One is EV trained and the other isn't. And I'm going to show you guys what it looks like to EV train a Pokemon and what it looks like when a Pokemon is not EV trained. So this Gengar hasn't been modified for its nature or IVs, and then it has 0 EVs. So as we can see, Special Attack 266, Speed 252, not good at all. And we can see the EV trained one, 395 Special Attack, 319 Speed, which is really good. And this one is modest nature. They both have the same moveset, and I'm gonna run both of them through the Elite Four and see how far I can get with each of them, and I'm gonna compare the damage and everything. Alright, so they're both gonna be Mega Evolving here. And they're both going to use Energy Ball. But as you can see, the blue one did more damage than the red one because the blue one is EV trained. So the red one's just dealing less damage. Yeah, I'm able to one-shot Mammoth one with the blue one, but the red one, not really. And I have to heal back up. As you can see, the blue one, I'm just breezing through it, or at least beating it faster. Yeah, as you can see, the red one is down, and the blue one is still going. And there goes the Lapras for the blue one. There we go, good damage. Now we're at Bruno. Okay, I didn't Mega Evolve there, or else I would have just destroyed that Machamp. Oh, there we go. Mega Evolve. Heracross is down. Breloom misses, and I take it down real quick. Delayed. Shadow Ball should take it down. There it goes. Lucario. I decided to use Shadow Ball. I was thinking here, but those do normal damage, so because of the steel type. And then I Psychic Keldeo, and it's done. And there goes Bruno, second one. As you guys can see, the blue one is just tremendously more stronger than the red one. That's how you can see the difference between EV trained Pokemon and un-EV trained. So I'm gonna Mega Evolve and Shadow Ball that Miss Magius. Miss Magius is down. I go and Shadow Ball that Dusknoir. Dusknoir is down. I can't one-shot that Jellicent. Barely did, but there you go. Jellicent is down. Spirit Tomb, I used Dazzling Gleam. Wasn't able to completely take it down, but I probably should have healed there, but it's alright. I just didn't want to risk dying. Shadow Ball on Gengar, and it's down. And here we go for a Giratina. I use Shadow Ball, get it down to around half, and I'm done there. And that's basically what it looks like to EV train and what it looks like to not EV train. It's very important to EV train your Pokemon so you get the full potential of a Pokemon. And where you EV train is Saffron City. Elkin Valley is old and outdated. Everyone comes here to EV train now. Now I'm going to tell you all the bots that you should use for training purposes. ISO on its own is for EXP, experience. Now if you want like to EV train stats and not levels, you type in ISO, you press this underscore button, so it's like right to the right of the 0 on your keyboard if you're using a keyboard. You hold shift and you press that dash button, it'll make this underscore, and you type in attack for attack, SP attack for special attack, speed for the speed, SP defense for special defense, defense for defense, and ISO HP for HP. Those are the shortcuts you should be using to EV train or to benefit your Pokemon. And to check your progress or anything, you just come all the way to Elkin Valley, which this spot is only unlocked if you have 8 badges. Alright, so you can tell the EVs over here. You can check the amounts that you have over here. 252 attack, special attack, sorry, and speed 252, 12 HP. The max number is supposed to be 510. Now, if you have a Poke Booster on and a bracelet on at the same time, you'll be gaining a lot, and you might go over the cap limit, which is a glitch or bug in the game. And I also have maxed IVs on this Gengar, and the other one that's untrained has 0 EVs, and the IVs aren't perfect and they're mixed. And if you come all the way to Mysterious Grotto, you can talk to this lady to fight, and you gain BP each time you defeat 5 trainers, and that'll create 1 streak for you. This is where you get the TMs, and this is where you find the items. Now, the EV training items are right here. Power anklet for speed, power belt for defense, power bracer for attack, power band for special defense, power lens for special attack, and power weight for HP. Now, they cost 100 BP, and that might take you a while if you've never done this before, or if you don't have a strong team. This can take you a long time. This isn't necessary for EV training, but it will definitely help you EV train a lot faster if you can try to get these. Now, if you see these vitamins like protein, zinc, they help with EV training by increasing your EVs for 1 stat. Like, it gives you 10 EVs for a stat, and I don't think it's worth it. Don't waste any BP or Poke dollars on it. Just EV train and spend time instead of wasting money on that. And these are the Poke boosters on the side. If you click menu and click Poke boosters, this is where you can increase the amount of experience, the catch rate, effort values, legendary chance. Now we want to click on effort values for EVs. Now it says it will double the amount of EVs you gain, so grow faster. These are pricey, but if you can rack up some money off of somewhere, which I'll make a separate video on that as well, a guide on how to make money, you can buy these to double the amount of EVs you gain for a certain amount of time. And if you have these EV training bracelets, it will double the amount you gain. So let's say, for example, Evo King, it gives you 3 EVs for attack. And if you have the bracelet on, so since we're EV training attack, Needle King gives you 3 attack. You want to put on the power bracer, which helps you maximize your attack stats, and that will make the amount from 3 to 6. And also, if you have that and put these Poke boosters on at the same time, and that will make that amount 12 instead of 6. But if you only have like one of either or, that will just stay 6. Or if you don't have any of those, it will just stay 3. It will be really slow if you don't have either one of those, but it's worth the time, I promise you. It's not a waste of time to EV train, because I spend most of my time EV training my Pokemon in order to fully maximize their stats for PvP. And I already showed you the shortcuts, and that's basically it about EV training. Now, if there's questions about natures or EVs on Pokemon, just go ahead and ask them down in the comments. Now, about movesets, there will be a different guide for PvP. That's where I'll work on movesets and how moves work and what kind of moves you should have on a Pokemon. I'll go ahead and tell you all that stuff another time. But besides that, thank you for coming to watch. Hopefully I'll see you guys next time, and peace.